me, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are brand new, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your bell so you will be notified every single time that I upload. I am a paranormal channel, a paranormal investigator. The paranormal is the love of my life, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe and turn on your bell, like I said. So for today's video, this is kind of like a chit chat video, kind of giving you guys an update about things in my life, but it's also something else too. So I have two titles in my head for this video. It could either go this way or it could either go that way. I have to see how this all turns out when I edit it and put it all together. But I'm always asked, and it's okay, it's totally fine, but I'm always asked, why don't you make any more paranormal story times? Why don't you tell us more of your ghost stories? And guys, I mean, there's nothing wrong with asking me that, but the truth is, I've already told you guys all of my paranormal stories. I mean, sometimes I get really frustrated because I have no stories to tell you, like personal paranormal stories to tell you. They're already on my channel. Everything that I've posted is everything that's ever happened to me that I believe is paranormal. And you guys see, like, I go to haunted places all the time, and what you see in those videos, that's it. There's no side story of, oh, this happened. Well, maybe there is in some places, but I've decided not even to tell you guys. If something weird happens and it's not on camera, I'm not even gonna bring it up. You know, there's only so many times you can cry ghost. I know that you guys trust me, and that means the absolute world to me, because I'm not coming on here every video saying, oh, this happened to me, oh, but I didn't get it on camera. I never say that. The only time, and you guys know it was a huge deal for me to even upload that video because something crazy happened to me at Chillingham Castle, and I was so scared that nobody was gonna believe me, and it took me months to upload this video. I filmed it and it took me months to actually upload it. It was like sitting on my channel for so long, and I didn't want to make it public. But that is the only time. So sometimes I get like really frustrated because having the paranormal be my life and everything, you would think that more stuff would happen. You know what I mean? Like crazy stuff would always happen to me, and it doesn't. You guys know that. It just doesn't. And there's people on YouTube that are claiming this is happening to them every single day, but they never have any evidence, any proof, especially when they're saying something is continuously happening to them every single night. Like, wouldn't you think to whip out a camera if you know this is gonna happen and, like, you know, maybe capture something on camera? I'm all about that evidence. So whenever Jonathan and I are on location, or if I'm collabing with Jesse and Mandy, or I'm collabing with Michael, or whoever I'm collabing with in the future, if something, you know, because in my investigations now, like, oh my God, I feel like I'm all over the place. Grab a snack, why don't you? Grab a snack, grab a meal. I hope I don't make this too long. I don't want it to be too long, but I just really wanted to make this video. Where was I going? Okay, anyways, so Chillingham Castle, if you're like a hardcore viewer of mine, Chillingham Castle has always been my dream location to investigate. I finally made my dream come true back in September of 2018. I finally went there. I spent 48 hours at Chillingham Castle. It's like known as the scariest place on earth, and that castle changed my life. It changed the way that I investigate. It changed the way that I go into places. And Jonathan and I talk about this a lot. It was like Jonathan's dream location too. We both grew up watching scariest places on earth, and you know, we always wanted to go to that castle, and that castle was everything. It meant the world to us. What we experienced was epic, amazing. Definitely check out my series on my channel at Chillingham Castle and the video that I was so scared to upload, but all the comments are super positive, and I'm just like, woo! But that is like the last major paranormal activity that has happened to me. That was in September of 2018. If I do experience stuff when the camera's not rolling, I don't even bring it up. I keep that to myself, or if I'm with Jonathan, we just keep it between each other. It's just like I said, you just can't keep saying these things are happening with no proof. And there's people that literally say things are happening to them every single day, and they have not even the slightest bit amount of proof. I know that when things are happening, yes, it's so hard to, you know, I mean, I get it. You guys know what I'm trying to say. And like I said, ever since Chillingham Castle, I go into investigations so differently now. When I'm with Jonathan or when I'm with myself, we talk to the spirits off camera. We ask for permission, and you may see me say that, you know, in my videos. Okay, I'm gonna talk to the spirits now off camera, and that's it. I never tell you what happened if something did happen. I never tell you if nothing happened. I don't say anything about it because, like I keep saying, there's just, if you're constantly saying things are happening when the camera's off and you have absolutely no proof, I just feel like you lose your credibility, and my credibility means everything to me. You guys know, and I am actually very lucky on YouTube. My audience and my viewers are just, you guys are so freaking positive. Yes, of course I get negative people. You're gonna get that. It doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how small you are. If you're putting yourself out on social media, if you're putting yourself out there, even in real life, you know, you could be walking down the street in like a cute outfit and someone goes, ew. I've had that happen to me before. Oh my God, I just spit. But I've had that happen to me before. It's just, you gotta kind of laugh at it. But what I was saying was, my viewers are just so positive. And one of the main things that you guys say to me is that I'm real and I'm authentic and I love the paranormal. You guys see my passion, you guys love it, and you guys trust me. And that means everything to me. And you guys know I have huge dreams in the paranormal, huge. And some of those have come true. It's really crazy. Right now in my life, I am, you guys, like, if you are like a dedicated viewer of mine, you watch every single video, you know what I mean? Like, I went through a very dark part of my life. And sometimes my mind almost shifts back into it for a split second, but then I come out of it. I'm always staying up on that rise. But I have huge dreams that I've been working for over a decade now. And you start feeling, I mean, now I'm feeling really good because a lot of those dreams have come true and are coming true. So it's been an amazing year for me. And I told you guys 2019 was gonna be my year. I've been super positive, been using my crystals, I just putting such positive messages, you know, I've been praying, and I just feel all around really good and excited. And even Jonathan has said to me, he's like, anytime I was with you, you would always say, everybody hates me. I hate everybody. Why is everybody attacking me? Like, I feel like the world's after me. Like, he said everything that used to come out of my mouth was super negative towards me. Like, being negative about myself. And he says, now, like, you're just, you know, boom, like, woo, I love my life. Like, stay up on that rise. Like, literally, I feel like I'm so annoying, and I'm sorry if I ruined that song for anybody, but literally I tell people to stay up on that rise, like, on the daily, because I listen to that song on the daily. It has helped me so much. But what I was saying was, when you've been spending years trying to work for something, like when I was in this dark place, you just think, okay, it's been like 12 years now, and it just seems like you just keep taking steps back. And that's how I felt. But now, like, whoo, girl, I am sprinting forward. It's just, I'm so happy right now. But I also, okay, like this video too, I don't even know, should I upload this? So this year, guys, like I was saying, you know, 2019 has been my year. I feel incredible right now. There's so many things happening in my paranormal career, which is just making me so freaking excited right now. Like, what the heck is life? And I wish I could tell you things. I just wish, but I can't. You guys know that I've seen psychics, and I've been told that there's a whole group of people behind me, my entourage. There's like hundreds, maybe not hundreds, like, or maybe about 100 spirits that have followed me from location and like different locations, or they're just attached to me for some reason. And I've never felt anything. Like, when I was told that, I've just never, I was like, really? Like, I never feel anything. And that is also my issue too. One of my frustrations is I feel like I never feel anything. Like, people will be like, oh my God, like, do you feel that? At a haunted location, I'm just like, no, like, I feel great. And I don't know if it's because I'm always super excited about being at a haunted location. You know what I mean? This is my passion. Like, I absolutely love it. It doesn't scare me. It's just this rush I get, and I'm just like on cloud 9 when I'm at a haunted location. It's really weird. So when you're being told that and stuff, you're just like, oh, you know, okay, like I don't really feel anything. It's kind of creepy though. But then I did do a spirit box session trying to communicate with the spirits that are around me, if there are any, and I did get some responses. So I don't remember what I called that video, but it is on my channel. You do see it on camera, the responses I've gotten. I asked if there was someone there, and you hear a woman saying, or no, I said, is there someone here that needs my help? And you hear a woman saying, I do. Oh my God, I gotta go back on my channel and try to find it, but it is in my video, so I think it's on camera. And I've been told that there's a lot of females behind me, there's males, there's like children, Confederate soldiers, and just all these, there's nothing really bad behind me. I remember when I saw my first psychic, at first she made it out like there was like demons behind me or something. That's what I thought she meant. I was like, oh my God, like, is this why? Because I originally went to a psychic because I was in this dark place in my life, and I literally was just like, do I continue with what I do? Because it just seems like this door keeps closing on me, and that door, like all these doors are closing, and I just couldn't take it. Especially like one day, guys, when all my dreams come true, I literally feel like I need to either write a book or just make a long video to inspire you guys about the rejections I've gotten in my career. So many rejections, but now these rejections are like, woo, these doors are opening for me, girl. Like I am so happy right now. Like it's just so amazing how you can go from being super negative about yourself and just constantly like, oh my God, the world hates me. Like this person rejected me, this person rejected me. If this person's gonna reject me, then everyone's gonna reject me, you know? And that's literally how I felt. So that's one of the reasons why I went to a psychic. I wanted yes or no answers. And I know there's gonna be people who are like, well, you can't, and I agree with this too. You can't put your whole life in the hands of a psychic. You just can't, you know what I mean? You are in control of your life. You are the one who's, you know, driving yourself around. You are the one making the decisions. You're the one that is responsible for your life, you know? You're the one who is responsible for making things happen in your life, you know? And she told me some amazing things. She has been right about so many things. And she said they were all gonna start in 2019. And I saw her in 2017. So, and this year has been quite the ride for me. Quite the ride for me. So, and it's just everything she said is the exact order. It's happening, and just, you know, what's been like coming at me, and it's just been amazing. So one day I am going to have like this tell-all, maybe when I'm in my 30s, like my late 30s or something, I don't know. Whenever I feel like I've accomplished like everything, which, you know, I want to be in the paranormal until the day I die. Like I want to be an old lady still investigating and stuff. So maybe my book won't come out, and maybe like, I don't know, it won't come out until I'm like in my 40s. My 44th birthday. That's a long ass time, but. So like I said, with the psychic telling me that there's spirits around me, and then when I did that spirit box session, and then my spirit guide's name, like the head guy, apparently his name is Frank. And, you know, I try to talk to Frank. I don't know, like sometimes like, is it really his name? Like, you know what I mean? But it always frustrated me how, wow, there's all these spirits around me, like around 100 or so, or less than that, but close to 100. But why can't they ever show themselves to me? Why can't they ever do this for me and stuff like that? And, you know, I've talked to Jonathan about this a lot too. And Jonathan and I have just had like a huge spiritual awakening. He had his before I had mine, and I think my spiritual awakening, it all happened to me at Chillingham Castle. So like I said, watch that whole series if you want to know what I'm talking about. But like I said, like my whole life is just so different now because of that castle. And I am so thankful for what those spirits showed me at that castle. And I may sound so crazy right now, but when do I not sound crazy? You know, I just have so much fun on my channel. But as the years have gone on since I did see that psychic, and, you know, just kind of trying to get more intuitive and connecting with my spirit guides, and, you know, I said I was gonna meditate, and I just haven't really been meditating. But one of the biggest signs for me, or actually the biggest sign for me, that I believe is definitely my spirit guides, or maybe the spirits around me, is seeing the number 4. And 4 has always been my favorite number. It's always been my favorite number. And I don't know why. And then I'm Birdie44 on YouTube, which, you know, it's so weird. I don't know why 4 is my favorite number. It's just been programmed into me to be my favorite number. There's no meaning behind it at all. It's just, I was born and I was like, 4 is my favorite number. That's just kind of how I've always been. And guys, I know I've made videos about how the number 4 follows me, and I have receipts and I show you guys, and the 4 is like, I gotta make a new video. So this is kind of just, this video is kind of covering all these different topics. So I hope you're still with me, and I hope you're still watching. But the 4s I see on the daily, and I feel like the more that you acknowledge signs that you get from your loved ones or your spirit guides, your guardian angels, you know, whatever, the more signs they're going to give to you. And I am constantly acknowledging my spirit guides and my guardian angels and my loved ones. I'm always acknowledging them, I'm always talking to them. And I feel like the more you do that, if you want to experience more, the more they're going to come through, or the more you're going to notice these signs. My grandma passed away a few years ago, and the sign that I always get from her, because she always told me like when she passes that she will come back and give me signs, and she is always around me. I feel her around me all the time. I always see cardinals, and I know that's her because she had red hair, and I feel like that's kind of why she chose like a cardinal to be a sign. It's so weird. Like the day of her funeral, it was in the winter time. I think it was like it was the month of February, so it's like winter in Toronto, and there was this bright red cardinal that was sitting on my fence, and it was such a gloomy, you know, winter day, and this bright red cardinal was sitting on the fence and staring at me. I did mention this in a video a long time ago, and that's when I saw that cardinal, that's how I knew, like, that is my grandma. She's showing me, like, that's a sign from her. So, and that was the day of her funeral. So it was really amazing that she showed me that. And my grandma is my dad's mom. So my dad even sees cardinals all the time. Jonathan sees cardinals. Anytime we see cardinals, like, we're always like pointing it out if we're together. Oh my god, it's a cardinal, like it has to be grandma and stuff. So that is a major sign from her. But she is just always around. She's come into my dreams, guys. Like, oh, I'm gonna get like emotional about it, but there was something that happened recently this year that I was like really upset about. I'm okay now. But it was like a huge dream, and it was, now I know the full story, and eventually I want to tell you guys, but it was like the biggest dream that I could ever imagine. And I just thought like, oh my god, because it was like almost taken away from me, and not really taken away, it just didn't work out. And I just thought, wow, if I can't even get through to these people, then what chance do I have? And when I found out that it wasn't gonna work out, I was really upset. And I remember I was gonna find out it was the night before I was going to find out if it was going to happen. And I was so nervous. So I had a visitation dream from my grandma that night. And it was at my old house where I grew up in, where I filmed my original Bloody Mary video, where I filmed Orphans with Jonathan, Esther, and Jonah, if you guys remember that. And I saw my grandma in my backyard, and I saw Daisy, who is my dog. I've had Daisy since I was 12, and she passed away when I was at VidCon a few years ago. And that was just, I made a video about that. That was awful for me. My grandma was in the backyard, and she had like a bag of turkey, and she was throwing it in the air, and Daisy was jumping so high in the air and just eating this turkey. Like, she was so happy. Daisy didn't even really acknowledge me though. I think she was just so into the turkey, but I really believe it was a visitation from Daisy as well. And I remember in my dream, and this is like confirmation how you know it's a visitation dream from your loved one, is when you see them and you know that they are dead. if that is like the first thought that comes to your head, like, you know they are dead, that is 100% a visitation dream, especially like when you wake up and you're emotional, and that always happens. So I saw my grandma and I knew she was dead. And I remember I walked towards her, and I didn't even say, like, I kind of laugh now because I didn't even say, oh my God, Grandma, like, it's so nice to see you. All I said to her was, Grandma, I am so nervous. I really hope that this comes true for me. I really hope it's good news. And I'll never forget, she looked at me and she was laughing, and she just kind of was laughing at me like, girl. She's like, I know you're nervous, but I can't explain it. She was just saying it to me like, girl, this is just the beginning. That was a huge door that opened for you, and something bigger and better is coming. So that is what I got from that. And I remember when I woke up, I was like all like emotional and stuff. And I knew that she came to me that night just to reassure me, to comfort me, and she brought Daisy with her. And it turned out that morning, I found out, and it was bad news, and I was really upset. But seeing my grandma the night before, it just reassured me, and she was right. Something did come along, and I really think that's what she was trying to tell me. And it came along like, when did I find out? Was it March when I found out? It was March when I got the bad news. And then good news came to me like a few weeks later. And it's May right now. So it's been very recent. And I really think that's what she was trying to tell me. So from that moment on, I just kept saying to myself, I cannot be sad about this. I need to push through and just keep going. Yeah, this really sucked. Like, I was so upset, but I feel okay now. Like, I feel fine, because actually recently I've been talking to somebody, and they told me what really went down. And I was like, oh my God, because this whole time I thought it was something else that happened. But no, it was something completely different that went down. But going back to my grandma, she has definitely showed me that the paranormal world exists. Right when she passed, all this weird stuff was happening, guys. And I've made videos about it. Just signs from her, like cardinals. Like, it's not like, you know, I saw her like an apparition. I see her in my dreams though. She does come to visit me in my dreams, which I love so much. And I definitely feel like she's always around, and she's always listening, and she's always helping me with certain things in my life. And I really think she's trying to make something happen for me. Like, she's kind of behind it, and I definitely feel that and stuff. And she wants me to be successful. I mean, she's my grandmother, you know, so, and I feel like she really appreciates how I'm always wearing her ring, and she left this for me. So it's both of our, it's our birthstone, the ruby. And guys, I did a spirit box session with my grandma. I had a dream the night before I did that spirit box with her. I did the spirit box with my brother Jonathan and my cousin Elizabeth, but she came to me in a dream telling me that she was going to be there. And she was, like, it's on camera, go watch that video. Like, the responses that we got were just so mind-blowing. And I actually did 2 spirit boxes, and one with my cousin Elizabeth and my brother Jonathan, and one with my dad, which is my grandma's son, and my brother Jonathan. And those spirit box sessions, like, the 3 of us, like my family, we will always cherish those spirit box sessions, because it was like, I don't know, I'm gonna get like emotional. I'm just really happy that she came through. And just seeing her in my dreams and stuff, and just like reassuring me about things in my life. I don't need to get a little emotional, but I just feel a lot better. Where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going at. But anyways, sorry. And I also feel like she's like around right now. And I feel like that's kind of why I'm emotional. So, and they say when like spirits are around, like you get emotions, like maybe you'll feel like sadness or something. I'm not like sad. I'm just like, I don't know. Oh my God, sorry. I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm just happy that she gives me all these signs. And I'm happy that she came to me in that visitation dream to tell me like something better is coming. Like, don't don't get all like upset, like it's just the beginning. I'm so sorry guys. Whoa, I haven't cried on camera in like forever. I don't want to mess up my Jeffree Star highlighter, but what I was saying about that spirit box is I'm just really happy that she came through. It's just like she proved to me that the paranormal is real, even though like I've always believed in it, but it's just she came through. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get like this. So anyways, watch those spirit box videos because they're definitely my favorite. And then experiencing what I experienced at Chillingham Castle just even proved it even more that the paranormal is real. I don't know, it's just like this huge spiritual awakening that I've been going through, and I may not see apparitions the way, like I may not be dragged down a staircase, which is like my dream. So crazy, like I want to be dragged down a staircase so badly, like on camera. I want to be filming it as it's happening, like experiencing the whole way down, you know what I mean? That is like my dream. I'm all about this evidence, and I want the craziest evidence, and I want to catch a table levitating on camera, and I know I will. I've really opened myself up more, and seeing fours everywhere, or just I used to be scared. Do you guys remember that? I used to be like terrified. Why do I see fours everywhere? Because doesn't it mean like bad luck and death in Japan? So I get it why, like, you know, they might be scared of the number, but for me, every time I see it now, I just like, yes girl, like that is like a message from my grandma, it's a message from my guides, it's a message from this person, you know. And I feel like it's, when you see fours, like the number 4, 44, or 444, the more fours you see, the better. And it's basically your loved ones, spirit guides, guardian angels, they're telling you that you are on the right path, and they're kind of, you know, cheering you on. So if you ever see fours, know that there is somebody that's cheering you on. So it's great to see, and I see it all the time. I need to make like a whole updated video. And I know I used to always post on Instagram, oh my god, the number 4, but I need to start doing that again because it's every single day. I just don't want to annoy people because I'm always like 4. And I absolutely love it how you guys tag me, whether it's on Instagram or Twitter, that, you know, it's 444 or 344, look, I see a 4. Like anytime you guys see a 4 or 44 or 444, whatever, you always take a picture and show it to me. And I love that. So thank you. It just makes my day. You know how I always say like I never feel anything, and it just kind of drives me nuts. The other night I was in my kitchen and I was just like making like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like late at night, like 2 in the morning or something. 2 in the morning, well, close to 3 a.m. but I'm gonna be making a whole video about 3 a.m. soon. But it was like around 2 in the morning, and I was making Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I just felt like I was being watched. And it was a very uneasy feeling. It wasn't like a bad feeling, but I just kept like, what the heck? It just came over me out of nowhere. I believe that you don't have to live in a haunted house for it to be haunted, if that even makes sense. I believe that you can be haunted on your own. Because apparently, according to psychics, I have a whole entourage of spirits around me who are like cheering me on all the time. And that doesn't necessarily mean like, you know, I live in a haunted house, you know? It kind of means like I'm haunted, like they're attracted to me everywhere I go, they're there. But I never like experience weird stuff on my own. But I got that feeling the other night, and I remember I'm just like eating my Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like, what the heck? Like I literally had to keep looking around thinking that somebody was there. I didn't see anything, it was just a feeling I got, but I really do believe that feeling was somebody in my entourage. Somebody was there. Maybe it was somebody new, like I don't know. Maybe it was somebody new. I actually got a message from somebody in my recent graveyard video at the Salem Cemetery saying that they saw so many spirits around me in that video, because I was there and I never felt anything. Jonathan didn't feel anything. Like I'm kind of training myself and trying to open myself up more to feeling things, and I think eventually I will get there. I've made such huge progress in that, but someone said like I could see like so many spirits following you. A lot of you guys caught this like white orb that flew. It was like literally on me, and it flew from behind me. outside when I was doing my outro, I believe. And you know, it's so weird, the responses I picked up on the spirit box. I mean, I always say the spirit box is just a theory, you know, it's sweeping through all these radio frequencies. Is it really spirits coming through? I don't know. It's just a theory. It's interesting, and how they answer your specific questions, or you know what I mean? They give you names, or they say whatever. My name, Brittany, has come through so clearly multiple times. Like, it's just, I love the spirit box, guys. Like, you guys know the SB7 is everything to me. But it's just, I guess, like, the point I'm trying to get across, there's like so many points I'm trying to get across in this video, is I feel like I'm not psychic, but I feel like we all have, it's our intuition, you know? We all have intuition. You know, you got that feeling in your gut. You know when something's right, you know when something's wrong. And I feel like we just all have that little psychic ability in us, and it comes out at different times. Anyways, I think I'm going to end this now. I just feel like I've been talking for a long time, and I don't want this video to be like an hour long. But I just really wanted to make this video and just kind of tell you guys what's been going on. What's been going on. And I just want you to know that I am very happy right now. Like, extremely happy, extremely excited about life. It's amazing how life can just turn. I never thought a few years back that I would be feeling this way. I just thought everything was crumbling down in my life, and now it's just like, it's so weird. Like, I have to pinch myself every day just knowing the things that have been happening this year, like, and the things that are coming. Like, it's just insane. So I want you guys to be more positive if you're not positive. I want you to believe in yourself more. Listen to the Taylor Swift Me song. That song it makes me so freaking happy every time I listen to it. But I love that message in that song. I love it so much. Embracing and celebrating your individuality. Be happy that there's only one of you. Happy there's only one of you, but there's only one of you. I'm the only one of me. Baby, that's the fun of me. Like, literally just celebrate you. Celebrate your life. Be happy, and know that when you're in dark times, like, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and you may not see it right now, or I don't know where you are in your life, but if you are in a dark spot right now and you just think the world hates you and everything is just crashing down on you, it's not. I've been there, and I never saw that light. People would say to me, oh, you'll see a light at the end of the tunnel. And I was like, girl, please. I am like, there is no light. This light that I am seeing now, it is bright as heck. And I just never thought that was gonna happen. So what I'm trying to say is just always believe in yourself. Go after your dreams. Just, there's only one of you. Celebrate your life, celebrate your individuality, have fun, do what you love. Don't worry what people think about you. You just can't. You have one life to live, and life is so short. Enjoy it. Go out and do things that you're afraid to do. You know what I mean? Just like what Jeffree Star always says, and I freaking love Jeffree Star. We all got the same hours in a day. You know, he says stuff like that. We all got the same hours in the day. You know, we all got the same week. We all got the same days. Like, do something about your life. If you're not happy about something, change it and do something. Work for something. Work harder. You know what I mean? Make something come true. Stop sitting there and waiting for something. And that was my issue, was waiting. And this whole year I've been going after it, and then people are going after me in a good way, like coming to me in a good way. So, which I never thought would ever happen. So it's been so amazing, and one day you guys will know everything, and it's gonna be so weird, like when I'm 44 years old. I don't know, 44, that is so freaking long away. Like, I'm still in my 20s, girl. But it's gonna be so weird looking back at this video and seeing what I've accomplished. It's gonna be so weird. So, like, when I've accomplished all these years until I'm like 44 or whatever. So when I write this big book. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave down below a snake emoji along with a ghost emoji and a heart eyes emoji to let me know if you've watched this far so far. And I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing. Please subscribe if you are brand new, if you think I'm like some emotional crazy girl. I mean, I am a Cancer. We're very emotional. But please subscribe if you haven't yet, and turn on your bell, because that would be amazing, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hashtag Team Bridge44. Hashtag, oh my god, my voice like cracked. Hashtag oh my god, I like forgot how to do it. Hashtag Team Bridge44. Hashtag Bow Brother Runs. Hey, there we go. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.